Welcome to Craf Roasters BBQ. How can I help you?
Assalamualaikum and welcome back to another episode of Kopi and Culture. Hari ini kita ada tetamu khas. Kita di kafe yang cantik di Sentul Depot, Craf Roasters. Bersama kita hari ini Ray. Khabar Ray?
Hey, I'm good. Baik,
Ah.
baik, baik.
Okay, Ray, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
All right. My name is Raymond. Uh, I'm from KL. I'm the co-founder of Craf Roasters BBQ. Born and raised KL boy. Got some roots in Sentul. My grandfather used to have a land with cows in Kasipile.
Okay.
They've all moved out of Sentul lah. So there's some attachment to Sentul here. But on my father's side, I literally grew up in Kampung Pandan for a bit and then moved around a lot. Surprising fact, we moved 23 houses in my lifetime.
23,
houses. Yes. It's something I always, so I'm very good at moving. Yeah.
Do you remember all the 23 houses?
Yes, I remember. I can. So the funny thing, I can move a house very fast. Yeah, I can move a house very fast because of situation back then. Kan?
Okay.
Sometimes and the longest I've lived now, I live with my wife in our own property in Rawang. Yeah, my wife and I, we love greenery. Hence where Craf is, and also where I choose to live, Rawang, around where a lot of greenery. It's the only place that I've lived in one house for the last 10 years.
10 years.
I don't intend to move lah. Yeah. So asking the question about where I'm from, I've been around, lived in Malacca for 10 years.
Okay.
My father moved there, so I finished schooling in Malacca. Then moved back to KL. Yep.
Okay.
Quite a
So
history.
tell me a little bit about Craf Roasters. What do you guys do here?
Okay. So Craf Roasters is, we started as a coffee company.
Okay.
So we were known as Craft Coffee Roasters. As you can see, I think you've got enough footage. My wife is a roaster, and it's something we started. The brand started in 2019.
Okay.
Right. Unfortunately, so 2019 December we started Craf as a coffee company, and then just playing cafe lah. We've been in the cafe industry since 2013.
Okay.
And Craf was what it's our take on our passion, what we wanted to build. It's an accumulation of body of work that we worked, and then Craf was something like, okay, this is our handcraft, and we're gonna tell a story with this.
Okay.
That's how we started Craf lah. But then where the unfortunate part is, we started in December 2019, right? And in March 2020 was MCO, and given our location, Craf evolved because of the time, because of the situation we were in. In MCO, we couldn't sell coffee, so we evolved into becoming a barbecue place. So from Craf Coffee Roasters, we became Craf Roasters BBQ.
Okay.
Right. But to put it in a shorter manner, everything that you're having here is handcrafted from our coffee, cakes, pastry, meats, and sauces.
Everything.
We make everything in house.
Okay.
As I always say, except for the milk, we haven't bought a cow yet.
All right. So how you started in 2019? It was here. This place.
This place. We were here 3 years prior under a different brand.
Okay.
A brand that I'm. It's okay for me to talk about it because I'm still involved with them. We were known as Espresso Lab.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but Espresso Lab didn't fit because it's a licensed program.
Okay.
I'm still part of them. Great company, great people that I work with, and but when we had this location, my wife and I, we thought that it required more than something as corporate. Espresso is a very corporate finance sector place. It's take your coffee and go.
Yeah.
So we decided to how do I put it? like showcase our air tangan kita, that kind of thing. Like,
faham.
you know, showcase our work,
Yeah.
right? But as fate would have it, like you name something from your heart, right? And then the universe decides that COVID happens. And now you you manifest lah, right? Like, yeah, they came a full circle. Yeah.
So when COVID happened, how did you guys cope with not able? Were you able to come here or you were not?
We were able to come here. So because of my, you know, we had a trading company
Alright.
with Espresso Lab.
Okay.
So I had the letter to move around lah.
Okay.
But so we dropped a good brand that could go on Grab, that could do many things, and we started a brand new brand that nobody recognized. Even we haven't decided what we're going to do with it. Tak ada like menu, not strong. We are not recognized, and then we are thrown into the deep end lah, which is COVID. And then March happens. We are like, okay lah, 2 minggu je kan. You know,
Yalah.
today I find out that, you know, after talking to everybody, everyone had that in mind.
2
minggu, 1 bulan.
Kita ingat 2 minggu je lah. Lepas tu bagi balik kerja kan. Rupanya.
So, rupanya. So we signed a new lease. We got a whole new rent. We renovate the place. Tak ada gaji, dah tak makan gaji, business full time. In Malay they say kawasan ni macam jin tendang kan. You masuk pun kita paling kat belakang.
Belakang sekali kan.
So everyone will say, oh, you got, until today people tell me you got the most beautiful location. Whenever someone says that, it hits back to me that yelah, beautiful lah, right or not? Tapi aku yang tahu berapa jin tendang tempat ni kan. Like, how am I gonna sampai like when we had like, you know, family and friends wanted to support us kan. And then we book Grab kan, we book Lala Move kan. That time Lala Move was small, so Grab. We book Grab. Mamat Grab tu, bang, mana tempat ni bang?
I can imagine lah, dia macam kat mana tempat ni bang?
So that was the first dilemma lah for us. Like, okay, you know, yes, beautiful place, but you take the whole element of coming out. Now what am I going to sell? Dulu aku nak sangat location ni kan. This like Craf has to be here. This is the most beautiful place. People are going to love coming here. And then it throws away all my experience. I have had 24 years of F&B experience. I started when I was 16 working F&B kan. I used to build brands for people. Like Espresso Lab had 30 brands, 30 locations. I personally, with my partners, I had 10 with my wife, 10 locations. So we had locations in Pavilion, New Central. So, but then when COVID happened, all this is like your experience, your body of work, whatever you did, everything was out of the door. Like, what do I sell? What is it do I do? Then you cannot sell coffee. Siapa nak grab coffee? You know what was the crazy thing? Personally, I hate dalgona. Because everybody was making at home. Macam mana aku nak jual kopi ni kan? Benda ni, it is so tasty, it's so easy to make. When I visited my family members, my nephews, like, you know, they lovingly call me Citapa, which is small uncle. Hey, I make you dalgona. Aku like, sepak kau kan, kau nak buat dalgona untuk aku. Aku dah lah tengah mati kat sini kan. Korang nak buat dalgona. But that is fresh in my memory kan. As a, you know, big words like entrepreneur, businessman, all this didn't matter during COVID. Didn't matter. You had to dig deeper than that. It was driven by, we were pressured. I had staff salary to pay. You know, being a business owner, you couldn't apply for moratorium. You were perceived as better off. You know, we had to negotiate. I was lucky that my landlords, YTL, kind enough to talk. They were kind enough to get into a table and talk to me.
Yeah.
But they were like, but you got to bootstrap and do your work also. You
Yeah.
got to show to us that you're doing work, right? And I understand because, you know, we are in a good location. Everybody wants this location also. But not during COVID lah, kan?
Yeah.
So the pressures, the built up was crazy. And going home, my business partner is my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wake up in the morning on the bed. I'm talking about tak boleh bayar sewa. I go to bed. I'm talking about tak boleh bayar gaji, kan? We and then yeah, that was the beginning of Craf lah to us. Yeah, that's how it started.
So how do you separate between being a business partner and a husband at home?
How do I separate? I don't separate it.
You don't separate
We don't separate it. It has become a beautiful
relationship.
synergy.
Yeah.
It become a beautiful synergy, but it's built out of respect.
Yes.
So the wonderful thing that I've learned from my older generation. You know, from young, I always hang out with older people lah. And I notice the beautiful relationships, regardless where marriage ke, working partner ke, anything. The best relationships are whoever you can tolerate. Whoever we can tolerate,
Yeah.
we are okay with,
Yeah.
right? And then I realized that in love also with my wife, like I married her because this is a funny thing when I told her, and when I proposed to her 5 years into our relationship, proposed, and people ask me, "Are you sure?" I say, "Yeah." Why? I say, "This is the only girl can tolerate my nonsense." Because I'm a bit like, "Jom buat." Like I'm a bit crazy, kan? And I believe in the ideology of you jump first lah, but jump head down. Kalau mati tu kena kepala mati terus lah. You get me? I'm in that. So I've done crazy stuff. But I think the blessing in life is I found somebody who's like when I say I want to jump, dia ni kat belakang dah ada rope dah, jom. You know. And she's like as crazy, and that's where our relationship is, in the sense of we respect each other. It was not easy. I'm not gonna. It was not easy when we started. I fired her. I sacked her. I told her, get out. I don't want to work with you anymore. Her argument back at me is like, hey, I own the company outright, so you get out. So that was the starting. But 9 years in now, I think turning point. I will be honest with you. Turning point was COVID. COVID really gave us. We were stuck with each other, but we were not. It in a way, I speak for a lot of people lah. Right? You were stuck in your house with your wife, right? I'm not talking to somebody who doesn't know, right or not? I think the crazier thing is some people told me, oh, I never lived with him this long. I never lived with her this long. 9 to 5 kan, and then balik rumah. Tapi ni aku stuck dengan dia. I think it challenged everyone lah, not only us. But it built something very beautiful. I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed. I'm a believer in God. And I believe that I don't think I would have Craf, I would have my wife, I would have anything without God lah. Like He's the center of everything.
That's good. So when did exactly the barbecue happen? Because you've mentioned that you started as a craft coffee cafe, and then when did this barbecue thing came about?
Interesting. I've always barbecued at home, and I like accidentally. If you see at the entrance, there's a small pit. My wife bought me that in 2016, 2017. She bought me that smoker, very small smoker, and I used to smoke chicken, smoke fish at home, right? And they enjoyed it. My family enjoyed that, right? Whenever there's a barbecue, I'm the man lah.
Yeah.
Something about it lah, right? And I never ever thought, being in F&B for 24 years, right? I'm not a chef. I'm not a trained chef. Memang tak boleh masak lah. Okay, back then kan. But I used to watch my pet peeve macam binge watching kan, AFC channel dulu. I don't know what was it.
Same thing
You
lah.
get it, right?
Same thing.
I don't know what was it. You boleh like, and then Jamie Oliver. Ingat lagi Jamie Oliver kan? I think Jamie Oliver was a pioneer of making you like, you also can cook.
You watch Jamie, is like everything is so simple. We can do it in 15 minutes. Like, really?
Tipu.
Tapi bila aku buat macam tak 15 minutes pun kan.
Tak
Tapi
kena.
bila kitchen tu tengah terbalik, then I kena marah lah.
You remember, okay, if, you know, being a KL guy, right? Bila Jamie Oliver tu ada, that's the time Publica pun ada kan.
Correct.
So bands, we could access all these ingredients, whatever Jamie Oliver had kan. Balsamic vinegar, feta cheese, this stuff, right? So balik rumah we put together kan. I felt like mamak tu tipu lah. He made it look too easy kan. He made it look too easy.
True.
But what came easy to me was barbecue. I had this fascination for fire.
Okay.
I had this fascination for fire. I'm not an what they call it, an anak not there's a word for it, right? I won't burn stuff lah. Tapi something about barbecue, coal, charcoal and fire made me a bit calm.
Okay.
And I communicated with people. I'm very lucky, very fortunate in the sense that I've got a lot of good old Malay friends. I live in Sungai Buaya, Rawang. So the kampung there, I kepo sikit, I take my bike, I go and like, oh, bakar apa tu, you know, that kind of stuff, right? And then they will teach me. So they like, you pun I tengok rumah you pun you ada barbecue, pakai kayu apa? Mana boleh apa, you know, because we use pellet wood lah. Tak boleh lah, you kena pakai kayu ni, kayu rambutan ke. And I never knew that all that talking, you know, when kenduri, right? When people kenduri, right? Have you ever noticed that they use firewood for kenduri, right? There was a reason, because if you see the smoke, it goes in back into the rendang. It goes in back into the dodol, right? They were actually, they salai the thing. But this is old stuff. If you don't sit with them enough, they won't teach you. They like, but if you sit long enough, they'll explain to you lah how it breaks down. You're not supposed to use the white smoke. Mana boleh kayu tu berasap sangat. You kena pakai kayu macam ni kan. Like the older generation won't buy lemang from the younger generation. Right? Because they say dia ni pakai kayu apa. And it was an accumulation of knowledge lah. Just sembang. Just talking. Right? And I think I was fortunate that way because at a young age, I embodied being Malaysian, very young. I was very, when my wife met me, she's like, why are you so proud to be Malaysian? I said, I don't know lah. I always say, aku budak sekolah kebangsaan. You know, it was my, I think in school, we were blind to race. My Malay friends were not Malay friends, they were friends. My Chinese friends, my Indian friends, we were friends lah. Right or not? We talked all kind of stuff. We ate all kind of stuff. Right. And that was and why I'm talking to you about it is COVID made me like this whole build up. How I came to barbecue to answer the question was so the whole 2020 until October we did you know, there was an opening, the rest period of MCO. I don't know what they call it lah. Tak ada MCO lah. So open, and during September, Malaysia Day. So we did a Malaysia Day pop-up. My heart was to bring up local brands. So I brought in a few local brands, charged them nothing. They pop up here. You know, we had donuts. We had a few brands. And during that time, we had this one guy which was introduced to me. He's, if I'm not mistaken, Russian ke apa, white chef who did barbecue kat sini. He made it look so simple. And my staff was all like, oh, you know, that's why I bought an oil barrel for him. But he came in late and it was quite a mess lah. You know, but good guy. And after that days, after September 16, Malaysia Day, to go deeper into this, I had a friend, a very good friend of mine. He just dropped dead on the 1st of October. Heart attack. It was a thrombosis, a blood clot. When we lost him, I think it was a build-up of COVID. business not stable, losing money left, right, and center, losing a friend. For 2 weeks in October, I was out. I was just walking around, tak tahu apa nak buat. I was not communicating with my wife. My wife came to me and she said, "Look here, you've got to do something. You got to go into something. If you don't, I'm going to lose you." No, she didn't care about the business. My wife doesn't care about all this. Do it all. She doesn't. She said, "I'm going to end up losing you. You got to do something." You know, I started working when I was 16. Suddenly, COVID, you don't work.
Yeah.
You get what I mean, right? 16 years old. COVID was the first time in my life I did not work. I had no job. So I think it was just a build up of stuff. And then she said, "Why not you try barbecue?" I was like, "Barbecue? Who wants to buy barbecue?" I didn't know a barbecue restaurant before that lah. The one that I knew was the famous Beard Brothers lah. I still call him Nazri Jameson, the captain of our ship, the barbecue ship. He's the captain lah. But I never been there. I've never tried the food yet. So the first day, I was like, okay, let's try. I bought 2 chickens and I tried barbecuing behind. When we were trying, on the first day when I was trying, this guy and his wife walked in, an American. And he saw smoke and he asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm smoking chicken." "Hey, I'm from Texas. Let me try a piece." American, and you're very assertive with this. "Let me try a piece." So I cut him a piece and I let him try it. I was excited also lah. He cuba, straight away look at me. "This is good stuff. I'm coming on Sunday. I like to have 4 plates."
Wow.
And I was like, okay. So on Sunday, I buy 10 pieces of thighs, chicken thighs. I put my smoker where my big smoker is now. I put it there and I start. And everyone's playing social media, right? At that time, we just opened. If you go and check my Instagram, when did I start my Instagram? I started my Instagram in 2020, during COVID. Everyone's playing Instagram. We had like 50 followers, all family, right? And I post in the morning, "Hey, starting barbecue." Macam tu je kan. I found the power of social media that day lah. I was sold out, bro, within 1 hour. Everyone messaged me, I want one. What's going on?" Right? So people came to have barbecue at 1 o'clock. I said by 1 we should be ready. We had sides. People had it. They said, "Hey, this is good. I like this." They went to pay at the counter. My mamat at the counter comes up to me, my cashier. "Boss, how much you want to charge?" We didn't even think about that. So it's a pure story lah. That's how we started. And I'm like, "How much ah?" "Oh, lama. How to charge?" So we are going back there doing costing. Customer tengah tunggu tau nak bayar. So I came out and said, "I haven't done my costing yet." And my customer said, "That's worth $35 to me." And I'm like, 35? Okay. People are willing to pay $35 for this kan? Benda yang aku bakar kat sana. And the rest is history, bro. And what I found that time, and I'm trying my best to not get emotional about it, bro. God kind of like showed me that I just had to go back. The Craf was just how do I say? A representation of who April and I, my wife and I, really are. And I found that, so all this ideology I had about business, building a brand, selling stuff, opening outlets, semua salah. I felt connected to and I don't call them customers, like you are a friend, right? I had an opportunity to get to know people. I had an opportunity to share my craft, like you name it, craft. And I had this great opportunity. We didn't seize the opportunity, we just let it happen. I took my time with it. Like, you only came here in 2025, but we had barbecue back then. This guy walked in and let me review your place, and that's how we started. And then we had to change the name from Craft Coffee Roaster to Craft Roasters Barbecue lah. That's how it started.
So far, what has been the most rewarding moment for you at Craf?
Most rewarding moment. I can't, I'll be honest with you, I can't pinpoint to one. This is a very rewarding moment to me. To have, and I remember every single time I met you, you came with your group of friends.
Yeah.
I was so fascinated that I went back and told my wife, I was like, wow, this is life. They're from uni, and they are uni, right? College, right?
Yeah.
College friends. And it's such a cool, we didn't have a big table, you all were squeezed into that.
Yeah.
I think 8 of you all sitting in a 6 people table,
yeah.
right? And you all were laughing and noisy. And I met you then. Your name sticks out to me. The first time you said, call me Pips, kan? And I was like, okay, Mama ni lain sikit kan. And all your friends. And then to meet you with your wife. And to have this, I don't think I ever ask you what you do for a living. And, that's, and I have those moments with everybody every week. I meet so many people here. That's a heavy, and I'm one of the most fortunate people in the world to have. I'm sure many people share that. But yeah,
I think everyone, if I can talk to every customer that you have, they will say that you're the most friendliest person in KL. Because each time I'm here, I mean, I don't come here that often, but every time I'm here, you are at every table and talking to them, and you're not like talking, saying hi and how's the food and goodbye. But you actually want to hear how they feel about the food and where they come from and everything. And so I think that is what fascinates me about you and why I felt like I want to be a friend instead of just a customer.
Thanks.
And
means a lot.
I think that's why I mean, apart from looking at your social media postings and the succulent meat every time and the kambing jahat.
Kambing jahat. I owe you that, man. Yeah, I'm putting that together.
I mean, it's something else, lah. It's and even when I came in without you being around, and your staffs here are all friendly, just like you, and I think that shows how good of a leader you are.
Oh, thanks, man. That means a lot.
And it reflects back to how you treat people, and that's how they treat people, which is really, really amazing.
That means a lot. That means a lot coming from you. It's not a written goal. It's not it's most companies they ada kan 5-year plan, 10-year plan, goals oriented like SOPs. I personally believe not something you can write down lah. Benda ni. We just like I said, we had no choice. We had no choice but to just embody as you know what, like the most beautiful thing is like, the beautiful thing as Malaysians is we get invited to people's house. I found out in overseas no such thing. Kan?
No.
Like when I went to we had the opportunity to visit America, and we went to my wife's cousin's place during Christmas. Kan? So Christmas dia lain tau. They're just among them kan. Then I asked like, oh, any friends coming? Oh no, it's a private thing. So at first I was like, wow, this is nice, private kan. Tapi when you come back to Malaysia, you know right, that feeling kan. Bila raya, suddenly your friend don't invite you kan. And then you see the Instagram like, kau lupa ke apa? Lupa Raymond mari kan.
Aku ke?
So I always felt like if we could do that, right? Like I host people here. Like nobody comes to my house that often because I host them here, my friends here. I buy them a meal here. It's a Malaysian thing lah. I think it's not it's not hard. They say I'm sure you've heard, F&B is the toughest business.
Yes.
I vouch for it. Yes, it has taken the best of us. It makes me sound like, oh, you're doing the toughest business. Yeah, but when we go back to basics, it's actually the simplest business. Cook with your heart,
Yes.
serve with your heart.
Yes.
When you say that, if you talk to all my customers, they will agree with you that. So if you go and see my reviews, we got 4.6. All our bad reviews are parents who come for the shows and they don't come for craft. That's the thing that hurt us the most lah. They treat us like a canteen kan. So when we tell them like, hey, I understand you've been here for 4 hours, 2 hours, you've been sitting here with 1 cup of water for 1 hour. Can we give this table to someone else? They get very angry with us. And they always go to Mr. Google lah kan. I think till today, my wife and me, there's a certain anxiety in that feedback. Like when I open Google reviews, like it hits very hard. Like, oh, I went there, the place was so noisy. Nothing about the food, nothing about, but then, not everything in life you get good lah. Then I have you lah, right? So that's the. So when you told me just now, if you talk to all my customers, unfortunately no lah. Unfortunately, I wish I could have 100%. I really wish.
You'll have people who loves you, people who
Yes.
And people won't love you. I mean, you can't satisfy everyone.
But on that note, thank you so much for what you said about my guys. I'm so happy to hear that they are able to reciprocate what we started. Yeah.
All right. What is the single most difficult challenge you face apart from COVID lah?
Single most difficult challenge I face. Balance. You want this to be, we want this to be successful, right? I clock. If you see my wife now, she has a brace. A back brace. To a certain extent, I blame myself for that. Sometimes she'll deny it lah. But did I push it? We used to sleep here, overnight when we were doing barbecue. On the floor, behind the bar.
Really?
In a 100-year-old building, bro. Don't talk about haunted or not lah.
I mean,
right?
Jin tendang kan?
Jin tendang kan? We used to sleep here when we started. Not many people know that. Like I said, she's crazy. Like, they didn't lie when they said that the woman make the man lah. Like, she has my back lah. No, if I am crazy, she's stupid lah. Sometimes I ask her, kau bodoh ke apa? Why you want to do this, right? We got no kids, so this is what we decided not to have kids because I come from a very humble background. We were close to poverty growing up. My father had opportunities taken away from him that he couldn't build what he wanted to build for us. And he was an entrepreneur in his own right. But those days when you fail, you go down, right? Like today we've got YouTube. You can go and like get yourself motivated. You've got friends. Those days they don't communicate, right? Men do not communicate back then, right?
They put everything inside and just shove it down.
Yeah. My father was one of those, and growing up, like before I met my wife, I decided that if I worked hard enough, I'm going to take my generation out of that curse, that chains that hold us hard. And when I met her, I told her, I said, I don't intend to have kids because I think my nephew and nieces all not. I want them out of this. Like, I can pay for their education ke apa. But if I build something, right? And I learned late that entrepreneurialism is that, like running your own brand, building your own IP, right? Is that building your own brand will be that, and sacrifice. So I think balance was something only lately I'm learning, like to let go. Like it's okay, Ray. It's okay. Like, but the damage has been done to a certain extent, lah. physically, when I go for blood test, the doctors are always like, your liver, can you sleep or not? Like I don't drink, I don't smoke. So, but I got liver issue again, liver, fatty liver, and then they're like, and my food is moderate. I do a lot of IF. My doctor's like, yeah, but you're not sleeping. And so yeah, the biggest challenge till today is to remind myself to let go, allow my guys to do it. Like I want to, like, she's roasting. We could always give it to somebody else. But we want our coffee tasted a certain way, like barbecue. I allow now, but still I want to do the early morning stuff. I miss it. So to answer your question, it will be my constant challenge, balance. Do I like it? I'll be honest with you, I don't like balance.
Alright.
I like extremes. I love extremes.
Okay.
I feel alive in extreme. I feel like I want to be here from morning until night, talk to all my customers, ask them, like, you know, the craziest thing I ever heard from a top end chef on YouTube and in real life. I spoke to them. They told me they never ask your customer how's the food, unless you're willing to take it to be criticized.
Correct.
It's going to hit your core.
Yeah.
And even my guys told me, don't do that, boss. They will use that as an opportunity. For me, it was like, no, I'm going to learn. But you ask me, sakit lah, God lah. People tell me straight, I don't understand what is this. I'm like, huh? This is bad. This is the worst. Like, worst? You know, and then you're like, okay, can I give you a cake? You know, no, thank you. And then you go home, you cannot sleep, you know. The whole night, I'm like, the worst. But then later on, I realized that, okay, I'm not educating them enough. You know, I didn't explain the food. So after that, it's like you sit down, I explain to you the whole food. The crazy thing was that we had this Malay lady who brought back my brisket to me and said, I Muslim tau. Benda ni merah, mana I boleh makan? Mentah lagi. I was like, benda ni dah masuk keluar balik tau. It's like 14 hours dah. But then, I don't blame her. She taught me that, hey, where is it? There's a communication gap. Because they already came Jintanang already, bro. They paid the money and came here already. What am I not doing? It's a constant question to ask myself. So that's where that's why when people tell me balance is don't care. Balance is don't care, right? Balance is allow the like, this is your experience. You come here, you eat, you go lah. You like, you don't like, that is balance. Extreme is, no, you tell me what's wrong. I want to do the thing proper. You come back next time. I promise you. You come and try. That is extreme. Like when we put out now, everybody is saying your lamb is tenderism kan, the statement kan. And people ask me, bang, betul ke kalau saya tarik tulang dia akan jatuh? And I go and answer, sumpah. Sumpah, right? It sounds so sexy when you answer, sumpah. Come back the next morning, go and tell my guys, hey, you all make sure the timing. Aku pergi janji dah.
Tarik tulang gitu.
So my guys also like, why this fella go and pressure himself like this, right? Boss, what do you answer? I said, I swear it'll fall. Swear. Alamak. So then they have to back my promise, kan? So yeah, balance.
I think I understand that part because I'm a graphic designer. And I have a team of graphic designers, and some of them are seasoned, some are new. You know, when you have the new ones, when they design something, they think that it's the world's best design ever they've created. And then when they present it to you, and then present it to the stakeholders or clients, and then they get all kind of feedbacks, especially the ones that say, what rubbish is this? You know, those kind of feedback hits hard on you as a designer, because you think you have created Picasso. You know? So I've gone through that phase where people say your work is work is terrible and all that, to the point where if I don't explain the rationale and the idea and the concept behind whatever I've done, they will never get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once I
You walk
explain
them
why
through.
I did such and such and such, these people will understand like, now I see it.
Yes.
Ah.
You walk them through the whole picture,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
But that's the problem as well. Because once you have to explain your work, you lose the whole idea that you need to make your work shine.
Yeah.
So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
So there is where I used to be like, why I need to explain? This is art. Kan? But later on, I understood that if you do enough explanation
Yeah,
and you build it,
yeah,
your brand will eventually don't need explanation. Lah.
correct.
But also, kan, then comes another part of it, right?
Yeah.
Then why is Coca-Cola still advertising?
Ah,
Why is Coca-Cola still explaining the freshness of their drink?
yeah,
Right? Say whatever lah. Why is McDonald's still advertising? They don't need to. I don't try anything new there anymore.
yeah.
Right or not?
Yeah.
I just go for the same.
Same thing.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
KFC, like. But then later on, I realized that they owe it to a real artist will continue to.
Yeah.
I think so lah, kan?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, right. Like. You know what hit me lately? This year's birthday, my wife took me to KLCC where you go to the bridge and then you go to the peak of KLCC.
Yep.
I encourage everybody to do that. You know why? It's a work of art, that building.
Yes.
That building is a work of art that never had an explanation. It's just Twin Towers to us, lah, kan?
Yeah.
But when you go there, I don't know, like, was it Tun or was it who, you know? But I marvel, like, this has been here since 97, kan?
Yeah.
Because there was no explanation, there was no advertising,
Yeah.
like, right? I feel like that's when I took back, like, okay, sampai mati I'm gonna have to explain craft to people. Lah. You get what I mean?
I get what you
Yeah.
mean. There's sometimes you need to explain, but sometimes there are things you just don't have to explain. People just get it.
Yeah,
So again, the thing you hate most, balance lah.
balance lah. Itulah, balance lah. I don't. Yeah, I hate it. I hate balance lah. I think I hate balance because balance demands more out of me than anything else. But isn't what even our holy books also tell us that also, and balance lah.
Correct.
Right? Don't be
Yes.
too
Yes.
right.
You need to have balance.
I think that will be our pursuit sampai
Sampai
habis
habis.
lah.
Sampai
That's the
habis.
balance of life
Exactly.
lah, right? That's the purpose of life lah.
Correct.
To strike a balance lah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Serious question.
Oh,
Beyond just making money or making craft, who inspires you? Who inspires you all the time?
who inspires me?
Who is your biggest inspiration?
Oh, I've got many lah, bro. I've got many, and it changes as I grow. God will be my biggest inspiration because I'm careful what I ask from Him now.
Yeah.
I won't ask simply. But I don't think I will be where I am or have anything without Him in the equation. God. Second is I thrive for my wife. No, she's somebody I thrive for. Like if I want somebody to be proud of me, like you know, we are a son, we are a brother, right? But my wife was the only person I had to take an oath under God. Nobody else.
Yeah.
I never had to swear under God. Like you're not allowed to, you know. As a Muslim and as a Christian, right? We come from the book. The book says you shouldn't swear under God. But it hit me later on like, hey, for her I had to make an oath under God. Like I will take care, right? So she's the one that I want her to be proud of me. Like I want to die as a good husband. Like if the world hates me, it's okay lah. As long as she thinks that this guy is a good guy. And then comes my role models lah. Very funny. Most of them are Malaysians. I look up to people like one of my biggest inspiration in business and in work is Joe Flizzo,
Okay.
the rapper. Because how do you sell rap in Malaysia and continue to do it for 20 years?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why he calls himself the president.
He deserves to be lah, right? He deserves to be, right? I admire the work. I admire he thrives. I've learned to admire locals because it's adaptable. Like, okay, I can understand this is our environment. Like, he's got a lot of good advice. I know him. I've been fortunate enough to know him personally. I wouldn't say a friend, but I know him. I can talk to him. His first thing is always be humble, thrive, work hard, put in the work, and let your craft speak for itself. Right? How do you do it? 20 years. Another guy I've lately got to know, and I'm like, wow. He's a friend and a customer. His boss James. He reviewed my combi.
Yeah, saw that.
So I'm not big on TikTok. I don't do TikTok so much. I'm on Instagram. So I see Instagram, he's like few 100,000 followers. Okay lah, let's do this, right? After we do the review, the whole world is talking about it. My cousin called me. It's like, oh, how much you paid him? I said, I didn't pay anything. He said, oh, I'm telling my wife that, how big is this fella, right? And my wife checks in the night and she looks at me in the bed. Did you see him on TikTok before you? I said, no. He's got 5.6 million followers. I was like, cannot be. Is he bigger than Alif Shukri? He is. I'm like, wait a minute. So then we meet him again. And I learned from him a lot of things. How to approach life and business. So a lot of Malaysian role models lah. Given our climate, like I used to have American sports role models and everything. One of my biggest motivators will be Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar taught me earlier on that it's do enough for others, right? Whatever you do for others, and that's when my biggest goal came. Like if I have a goal, my biggest goal is this. I got to know about this place on National Geography. It's this golden temple in Amritsar, Punjab. They feed 1,000 people a day. I am driven by that goal. That someday I want to be able to feed as many people as possible. How I'm going to do it, where I'm going to get there, am I in line with that? I don't know lah. But yeah. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good mix of inspirations.
It's like an app. I can plug it for like last time I used to have like one inspiration. Right? Like Kobe Bryant was my biggest inspiration. Mamba mentality. Couldn't apply lah bro. Banyak benda tak boleh. I was too hyped on this Mamba mentality, like go get everything, right? That people didn't like it. My wife didn't like it. My friends didn't like it. Like I became cunning. Like there was no balance, right? And then when I started to petik a bit more of Malaysian people, like Joe, like, hey, you must see him around Amy Search, bro. He's like that. You know, I've seen him. Like, huh? What this guy? He sees me anywhere. Like, hey Ray, apa khabar? Okay. I'm like, you're Joe, you know. How come you're so humble? Then I realized like, oh, this is our culture. We have to be this. We cannot be Mamba mentality kat sini kan. Like the American culture doesn't fit our Malaysian thing. So yes, it's a plug and play of a few, and then you still need the bigger. So it's not one size fits all. It's not one size fits all. Like for corporate, like I admire a lot of our Malaysian corporate men, like Tony Fernandez, right? How he moves around, and then there's so many I had the opportunity to meet both the founders of Farm Fresh. Crazy. They are bigger than what they seem, and they kopi lah, teh tarik lah. It's like yeah. So yes, that's my take on inspiration. Like it applies differently. Personal life, it's more to God. It's more to who I believe in. It's few. My cousin is one of those guys I look up to. He helped me a lot. Yep.
Okay, I know this answer, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Are you halal?
Am I halal?
Is this
Oh
restaurant
yes,
halal?
yes. Halal from the heart, without without a certification. Why? My staff, the food handlers are all Muslims. My meat suppliers, we only take from two. Sri Segar, Lucky Frozen. I say out their brand because they are halal certified. All their even individual meat will come with halal branding. We make everything in-house, like our cakes, pastries, sauces, everything from scratch. So we went for the cruises.
Yeah.
And then there's a consultant in the cruises. When I told him how we do things, he's like, you have to renovate your kitchen. You have to spend some money. And then you apply for your halal certification. So then we were like, okay. So we're in a 100-year-old building. That kitchen, if I touch, it's going to be a headache for me. It's going to cost a lot of money because the walls. So then I'm like, okay, I've got to tackle this one thing at a time. And that's my 2026 goal, to work on our halal certifications. But before that, the steps that we have taken is to make sure everything that we buy is halal. Consciously, we hired all Muslim food handlers. The main guy now at the front is also Muslim, to explain how halal we are. And what we have learned about halal is halal comes from a basis of respect. So the why I say that I carry the true halal is to not cheat, to never cheat people. So my main thing that I teach my staff is, if somebody comes to us and says like, hey, your coffee pahit, change it. Just replace it. Don't argue. Like if our cake is dry, don't argue. So from that point, we start and we work halal that way. Yeah.
All right, I have one last one. If a young aspiring entrepreneur, whether they want to open a barbecue spot, start a band, or put a play, we're in KL Pack, walk up to your smoker right now and ask for one piece of wisdom. What is the most important lesson you've learned about balancing passion, craft, business that you will share with them?
About balance. The joke is about balancing. I was in that trap also. So I accumulated stuff that didn't allow me to pursue my passion. So the one word that I like to tell to whoever it is who wants to start something, go. Do it. Throw yourself in the deep end. But the only way you're going to do it is, regardless of whatever it is, put up a show, start a bank, F&B business, nasi lemak on the side of the road, YouTube channel, whatever it is. You're only going to be able to do it without this backpack, this load of things, without a 9-year loan, without all that. Put that aside and just go. Just do it. It's not about what you wear. It's not about owning the latest iPhone. It's not about that. It is about just doing it and experience that. Don't cheat yourself of that. Don't rob yourself of that. What businesses has taught me, what craft has taught me is we forget the journey. We rob ourselves of the journey. Like everyone's asking me, and I'm glad you didn't ask me that question. Do you have plan for the second outlet? You know, unless it was part of that.
No.
Okay. Everyone's asking us that. Yes, we are inspired to grow, but that shouldn't be. I shouldn't want, in order for me to build another one, rob myself of this. I enjoy this because that we have consciously not have these burdens. We didn't buy a bigger house. We didn't buy a bigger car. We didn't go for all that. What we did was we bootstrapped and we just continued to build. Like I built the chairs and tables myself because we couldn't afford to buy.
Wow.
Yeah, like all my chairs and tables, not the chairs lah.
Yeah.
The chairs we bought second hand.
Okay.
The tables I built myself.
Yeah.
Most of the things is hand built here, right? Like I'm always on the marketplace looking because we keep ourselves fluid in order to build. So my one thing to the next generation, my one thing to anybody, and not only the next generation, if you're 50, 60, 70 year old, we had a prime minister who was nearly 100 years old, right? Malaysia is the country of impossible,
Yeah.
right? We are the country of impossible. So as long as we don't have burden, right? Yeah, you know, we are also people who take care of our parents. Yeah. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
Like most Malaysians take care of our parents, take care of our family, take care of our brothers, sisters. That part you do.
Yeah.
But don't let it hold you back. Like just do like, just go for it. Just throw yourself like. But now there's so many great stories, Pips. You'll agree with me.
Yeah.
People are. I know friends who quit and go and sell coffee from the booth, and then they go back to corporate after that.
Yeah.
They will tell me, "Oh, tough." I said, "No, you went and did it.
Yeah.
Don't discount the fact that you went and did it, right?" And I think that people should just do lah.
Yeah.
Just go and do first. Yeah, and then learn as you go.
Yeah.
And Malaysia is a beautiful, supportive, forgiving country.
Correct.
People will support you. People will forgive. If you do a mistake, people will forgive you. They are very forgiving. I've learned. Like, you know, we have served before. We have served stuff that we shouldn't have served. Not barbecue, but before that, you know, we did curry laksa, we did nasi lemak, we did chicken tikka masala. We tried everything before we came to barbecue. People stood through it. So based on what we have done, I encourage people to go out and do it. Just do it. Just do it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to have materialistic things. Yeah, buy that car that you want, buy that iPhone, the new iPhone that you want. But that's gonna be what holds you back from your dream of doing something different. It's not good, lah.
It just holds you back. Like you see, I've got friends who've done really well in corporate sectors by using this principle of just not committing yet.
Yeah.
And I had a friend, 50 years old, who went back to do his masters. And just because he went back to do his masters, he got promoted, like big promotion, like good promotion in the corporate sector. So people discount that. They think that you should be an entrepreneur. No, even in corporate sector, you're going to grow if you just you aspire to lah, right? You take that one risk that nobody else is doing lah. Like at 50, you want to do a master's, bro. Like you get me? Like if you ask me, I'm like, huh? I find that more challenging than doing a business.
Yeah.
Like, how do you?
My friend has just started doing his masters at 50 years old. I asked him why. He said, I think I want to be a lecturer.
Props to him, man. Props to him.
It's not easy at 50.
You know, we need more people like that because I'm sure he's got a pool of knowledge that he's waiting to share. Kan? And you know the golden question, like kalau you jumpa lecturer, no, I don't mean to say bad thing, but it's like a business lecturer at his 20s never done a business before. You would doubt.
Yeah.
But when a 50-year-old comes as a lecturer, you know he's carrying, right or not?
Worth of knowledge.
And that's what I mean by go. It's like you should just drop it and do it, like really. And I feel like, have you seen how many entrepreneurs we have right now in Malaysia, like through Instagram, right? It's because COVID encouraged them to like,
just go and do it.
Do it.
Yep. So Ray, before kita tutup, I got one last question. This is our this season's question lah. So, in your playlist, what is the most important song in your playlist?
The most important song in
Mesti dalam your playlist mesti ada lagu tu. Kalau dalam satu hari kalau tak dengar lagu tu tak.
In my playlist,
I got many questions actually.
Alright.
I've asked in season 1, what was your first cassette you ever bought?
Oh. Oh.
On season 2, what was the first movie you watched at the cinema?
Oh.
Season 3, I don't remember. This season is,
Right.
what is the song that you have in your playlist and must have?
Must have. I've got 2. I've got 3. Must have 3. I hope you all don't judge me for it. Number 1, Kanye West.
Okay.
It gets me going. Number 2, Joe Flizzo.
Okay.
Gets me going.
Yeah.
I'm a hip hop guy, big into hip hop. So like lately I made a video on Joe Flizzo's new track, right? 501. I cannot believe he made that track lah. It's like house music kan, tapi yeah.
It's different.
It's different. Like, he can evolve, right?
Yeah.
Third is John Mayer.
Okay.
John Mayer is my weird balance, the guitar artistry, and I'm a big, and also lah, yeah. Actually, I used to be a DJ Pips.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
music
that.
DJ for 13 years.
Okay.
In Zouk.
All right.
So I'm a big music guy, and I've got this broad. One of those people in my playlist is Zainal Abidin.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hijau album, but then it's more to Ikhlas and Kira-Kira, other songs. So I'm a big Malay. I listen to a lot of Malay songs also. Jiwang lah.
Jiwang lah.
I'm a bit of a Jiwang.
Jiwang lah.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, but main will be, yeah, Joe Flizzo, John Mayer, Kanye West. Yes.
Do you remember the first cassette you ever bought?
Oh yes, Dangerous, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Have to be, bro. I remember the cassette like yesterday. Yeah. My father threw it away. He got pissed off. One day I came home tak ada dah. You know, I used to have a Aiwa cassette deck, right?
Yes,
the 2 cassette, right?
Yeah.
Dulu kita kan pirate sendiri kan. Tunggu kat radio station. Didn't you hate it when the DJ talk in between?
Nak dengan lagu tu dah rekod tiba-tiba.
Yeah, so yes, my first cassette, Dangerous, Michael Jackson. Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
So kalau you all lapar nak makan barbecue, kita orang tadi dah tunjuk kan gambar barbecue kan, sedap. Kat sini, this is the place. Come down to KL Pack in Central Depot. Come visit Ray. Say Pips hantar. Nak jumpa Ray.
Ask for kambing jahat.
Ask for kambing jahat. This is the place for good barbecue and friendly friends. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's it from Kopi and Culture. We'll see you next episode. Assalamualaikum. Bye.
Bye.